Welcome back to the channel, guys. As I showed you in the last video, I got the R1 in the garage and I got plenty of the updates. Let's come inside and I'll show you what I've got. So welcome back to the channel, guys. Come inside, I'm gonna show you what I got. So I got plenty of things I prepared for you. So I've got performance updates, I've got some updates which are pretty much just the aesthetic. Some of them are functional, some of them are not. However, let's go one by one and I'm gonna show you. First of all, for sure you've noticed that I've got this Brembo with the official stickers inside. I got Brembo RCS17 with the TWM remote adjuster. So we're gonna be fitting this on the bike. It's gonna be really nicely paired with the braided steel brake lines and with the brake calipers. This was actually on my Suzuki GSX-R 600. So I just taken that off for the better bike. So that's actually just one of the swaps which I'm gonna be doing. So next in line, which is connected still to braking, are these titanium bolts for the brake calipers. They are drilled, so we're gonna be able to do the safety wiring for the braking bolts, the braking caliper bolts. With that, we have two Brembo bolts which are going to the Brembo cylinder, because I have two hose Brembo. This is one hose Brembo, and they have different thread, which I don't know which one is the right one, so I bought two of those. So let's just keep that aside to make it match. We're gonna be doing Mstyle bracing clutch lever. I have brake lever as well because they're saying that in pair, but I just wanted to match it with the Brembo to have black and black. So this is going to be replacing this ugly stock one, which I don't really like. It's not good for the gloves. It doesn't have like really nice feel. So I'm going to be switching to these. Then we have this is the cover for the display. So we're going to be cleaning the display and putting the safety cover on, the guard on the screen, because the screen is very, very expensive. So this is one of the things we're going to be putting on. Then we have two sets of grips. As you can see on the right hand side, on the bottom, we have extended cover. So this is a Yamaha track extended cover. So you're gonna have a little bit better, better grip. Better feel when you're braking. We're gonna have better stability with the body. So we're gonna be switching the original or the previous one with this one. I've painted this myself, so we have a little bit metallic accent to the red and a little bit metallic accent to the white with some custom Yamaha stickers. So this is gonna be, so that's gonna go on the bike as well. We're gonna replace it with the old one. And these are the R1 grips for the new cover, and these are the universal grips for the old cover. So I want to check which cover is better for me, so at least to have something to hold on. Then we're gonna have a brand new seat with a back pad or butt pad or whatever it is, because the old one is in really bad shape. So we're gonna be replacing it with a new one. Then we have really nice lithium lightweight battery with the indication on. So we're gonna be putting this in the bike. This is replacement for the original one, so it's lighter and it should be better as well. Then we have this adjustment for the rear axle. So it's gonna be a little bit easier to adjust. It's gonna be holding it. It's gonna be holding the you know, the location of the axle. It's going to be holding the position of the axle better. You have the scale there, so you can match the axle to be in the middle, so you don't get the skew of the rear wheel. And the adjustment is we just Allen key, so this is going to be really good, and it's going to be better for the bike and easier to set up. We have the washer there as well. Then we have Gilles, which is really expensive brand, and we're gonna have a little bit safety precaution as well. So this is actually the shark fin. It's called shark fin. So this is gonna be screwed to original you know, locations of the screws in the back. They are bobbins, and this is gonna help to prevent going something in between the sprocket and the chain. So this is gonna be really good addition to safety, and it's mandatory for some of the racing championships, so it's there for a reason, and it's Gilles, so at least I gotta have something from Gilles on the bike. We're gonna be updating just for the look. This is the oil cap. It's pretty simple and easy. I've got the bracket to be able to safety wire the oil cap with some, you know, bracket. It's gonna be safe. And then we have the L valves for the tire, so it's going to be easier to check the pressures because now they are original valves. These are going to be L valves, and I have some custom red caps which are going to be matching really nicely with the red livery of the bike. And the last thing, it's from AliExpress, but nevertheless I'm gonna have this, and you probably don't know what it is, but this is, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really awesome. This is fake carbon. It's a fake carbon brake ducts for the discs. So I'm pumped to have a little bit of AliExpress on the bike. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I just want to see how it looks. Since we are taking the calipers off to switch the bolts, it's gonna be so much fun. So stick around. We're gonna do some stuff on the video, some stuff off the video, because it's plenty of stuff to do, but stick around and let's install the most easy things, guys. So let's come inside and let's start working on the 2015 R1 and get it ready for its first track day. So let me get a gloves, because it always looks better if you're working in the gloves, because you look more like mechanic and less than a noob on the internet. So first of all, come inside, and so we're gonna be starting with I'd say removal of the back seat and the fuel tank cover, and we're gonna be putting the battery inside, and we're gonna be switching the this tank cover. We can then do the rear seat with the back pad, and in that matter we're gonna have a little bit better situation with the top of the bike. So let me remove it. So we can take the battery and we can shove it inside. So I've added this connection, so we're gonna be able to charge the battery without taking it off the bike. So let me get a screwdriver. I have these small handy ones. Alright, so we have battery installed. Now let's get the fuel tank cover off. This is plenty easy. It's just a cover, so you take that off and then you got full access to the fuel tank. So if you want to remove the fuel tank, you have one bolt here, one on the other side. Then you have connection to the fuel pump with connection to the fuel hoses, and then you just remove the fuel tank. So it's a pretty simple job if you need to do something inside. So this is the one I've painted, so it looks a little bit different. So I was doing testing a little bit with the colors. I wanted to match the previous colors as much as I could do. Then I was testing with a clear coat and the metallic part of the top coat. So it's kind of, you know, fancy. Doesn't really match with the bike, but I was testing that. So in the future, you're probably gonna have totally different livery. I have some plans in my mind. I don't wanna say a lot because it's gonna be totally different as it is right now, but that's something which I'm gonna keep as a surprise in case it's gonna be you know, I don't want to really relieve it right now, reveal it. Top one is fine, and then the last one on the other side. Every time when you are doing something on the bike and you have some things to screw on, don't use the electric screwdrivers as your first thing, because you're gonna get the thread destroyed if you are not aligned properly. Just use the screwdriver first, find the thread, get it in, and then you can finish it with the electric tooling like this, to make your life easy. What do you say, guys? A little bit dirty at this point, but I think it looks pretty amazing with that super bike, you know, super bike extension. So it's gonna be awesome. Let's get the rear tail on. All right, one is in, second is in as well. We have 4 bolts in the back, 2 on top. As I said, find your threads, then use the tooling like this, you know that you're right on the spot that you need. Then we have these small plastic things which go for the undertail. All right, so we have seat is fitting nice. Now we have the glossy back with the glossy fuel tank cover. It looks awesome. I know that this red is not the exactly one as on the different on the rest of the bike, but I'd say it's close enough. We'll do it. This is like temporary stuff, so I just wanted to know how it feels with the extension, with the super bike extension. So this is how it looks like. All right, let's move to the front. So we have these nice CNC machine black levers for the brake and for the clutch for R1 with the red accent. So it looks really, really nice. So this is clutch side, and this is the brake side. We're gonna be changing the brake side, but doesn't hurt to put it on. It's adjustable, so you can have it closer or further from the handle. So since we are swapping the clutch lever, we have to get the clutch cable out. So we have to adjust it at the end to actually loose it as much as we can. I have to take it out, flip it, get it out. So we're gonna be using this clutch cable later on. So now we have our clutch lever totally disengaged, and for easier access we are going to move whole clutch up like this. Now we have better access. And the clutch lever is out. We can use the new one. We'll have to use the old one spacer to put it inside to get the margin that we need. Let's put it in like this. Let's do it properly. This needs to be cleaned. So you take rag, you take the old bolt, some brake cleaner, you clean it. You clean it and you lubricate it, so you put some lubrication on it. So you put it inside through the hole. You have to align it, get it inside. There is a special spot where it just clicks in. You take the old nut, you screw the old nut back on. Now you take your 8mm to get it securely back. So you remember our markings? Now you have the chance to put it right where you had it before. So you get the distance and you get the angle correct. This is nice. Since we are on the track, this has to be tight, because with those speeds you cannot leave something loose to have it working against you. So like this, if you take a look closer, you see there is this is the free play of the clutch. So either you have a big gap, or as I turn it, it goes closer and closer. So you need a little bit of the gap to have clutch freely moving within this space, because if not, you're gonna be pulling on the clutch constantly, and then you're gonna have issues with the slipping of your clutch. And now you can adjust the distance, and we have nice black clutch lever. Guys, so next thing we're gonna do, it's a protective cover on the dash. So what we have is a protective cover itself, then we have probably some rag on cleaning the display, and some spray, which I'm not sure what happened to it, but there's at least something. So all right, anyway, so this should be specifically for R1. Alright, so we have the cover on the dash installed off camera, because I screwed up. It's not incredible, but it's still better than nothing. It's a little bit gummy cover like we would have on the phone. So we have cover on the tank, we have the back seat, then we'll replace the back seat, but it's not really easy to remove, so I would have to spend a lot of time getting this off, so off camera. But we can move on the other side, which is one of the most easy things to do. Oil cap. So this will hold it safe, it would be good to have some O-ring. Nicely. All right. So we have the O-ring on. Screwed it in. All right. For these kind of things on the track, you have possibility to use the Allen key or the star key or whatever this is. So we can use a wrench to get it nice and tight, like this. This is enough. Put this in. Put this in. And now we have attachment point for the safety wiring for the oil cap. So this was one of the most easy things to do. Alright, so one last thing we're gonna do in this video, because the next video will be focused on the Brembo master cylinder replacement, bleeding of the brakes. We have the cooling ducts for the brakes, and we have the bolt for the front brake calipers. So that's gonna be done in the next video, because it's a little bit more extensive job and we have to replace the brake fluid, so we are not going to be doing this today. However, one last thing we can do, other than the seat, which is pain in the ass, we can do the shark fin protector, let's say, for the back swing arm. The Gilles shark fin. So this is it. As far as I know, Gilles is also being used in World Superbike, I think. So this is no joke. And we have some installation hardware. We have Gilles sticker, which will be used somewhere. Maybe in here. Maybe this will be pretty, because it's white. It's gonna be on red. Maybe we're gonna put it here, because it's just one sticker. And then we have manual. We don't need manual. Now we have full access to the rear bobbin in the back. Let's take this off. So like this, you can see that actually it covers the space in between the rear sprocket and the chain, because if something gets inside, it will crush it. Your fingers, your leg, your ankle, anything else, it will go in and will crush it. So that's why these kind of shark fins exist, because they actually protect anything going in between the sprocket and the chain. All right, so let's do the rear one. Fit it through. And like this, we can keep the bobbin and we can keep the shark fin. All right, there you go. Safety shark fin from the Gilles with the rear bobbin installation as well. All right, so last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna put the Stompgrips for the new fuel tank cover. So first of all, let's get some clean. The area we're gonna be putting this on, it's just a soap water, which is the best for this kind of thing. All right, cool. So as you can see, these are matching pretty much original shape of the fuel tank on the R1. So I'd say this is the right hand side, and then you have that kind of small plastic at the bottom We don't have original fuel tank, we don't have original plastics on, so we'll be working with this to kind of match it. If not, we'll just cut it to fit it on to be able to have it ideally. So I know that this should be right hand side and this should be a left hand side. All right, close enough. And one last thing which I didn't show you, it's gonna be this protective sticker. Since I've painted this, I'm not sure how durable it's gonna be, so I would like to, you know, protect the paint at the front where the connection with the rider is biggest. So I'm gonna use this kind of sticker, which is protection. All right, it's not that pretty, but I promise it's gonna be functional. And we installed a couple of the little modes, and I'd say this is a great time to end the video. We're gonna be doing the next video, we're gonna be doing brake parts, performance parts. So stick around, subscribe, like and comment what you think about the new design, what you think about the tank cover and the small little updates. Would you do them? Would you rather choose different modifications? Let me know. Let me know about other modifications, and see you on the next one. Cheers.